I've been very fascinated about the story of children from Africa to our countries, and because I believe children need so much, and I want to, for me, doing theater is not just about a show, but what we do can help somebody in some way. That's very important in the mission that I have as a theater artist, and so I wanted that the project could have more than just the presentation in a theater. So I thought, okay, why don't we go as artists and work with these kids? Because art is a very beautiful way of healing, and it does help a lot. I mean, you don't have to become an artist, but it does give people a different way of looking at life and discovering themselves. And there's this wonderful organization that Silvia is connected to as well, Imaginación, which is, they've been working with the Colombian government to rehabilitate these kids. Basically, it's really to help them and their families, because that's what fascinated me about the program, that it's not only the child who went to war, but all the families getting assistance from the government and it's just to help them through the different bridges so that they can get all the way to university, and that they come out with real careers, that they are employable, and so that they can have a life and a future. And when I went and saw what they were doing, I was very impressed. I also was impressed seeing in a room everybody who's part of the conflict, like kids from all sides, the victims, from the army, from the paramilitaries, the guerrilla, everybody together working. And one of the things when I was there with the child soldiers, there was a boy who I could tell had been, I don't care what group he belonged to or anything, you could see it in their eyes. He had seen horrors, right? So you don't know what. But he was painting. He was obsessed. He painted all the doors, the outside of the house, everything. And he was very good. So I said, you like painting? I said, yeah, I paint, what I see. So I said, well, there was a very famous painter called Van Gogh, and he also just observed and painted. And the moment I started talking to him and validating what he was doing, he just like, oh, next day the door was beautiful, So you realize that he didn't think of painting as a way of life or anything, but it was like, that's what his heart wanted to express, right? And they were beautiful things. And that's what he was really good at. So when they find something that they're good at, and you can tell them you're good at this, and that is very important. It's like you could see their eyes going from this to, right? He would look at me going, wow, somebody painted and that's valuable. It's very beautiful. So anyway, I can go on and on, but